Hello friends, welcome back to Online Math. We're going to be solving this equation right here you're seeing on the screen. This is an interesting equation which of course you need to pay attention to see how we're going to be getting the value of x that will satisfy this beautiful equation you're seeing on the screen. Okay, but just before we delve into the video, like we've always done, if you're a new member joining us in this class, do what to just hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and also turn on the notification icon so that whenever we release new content you actually get to know about it. And of course, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Do what to also like the video even as we proceed. Of course, if you have any question, do drop in the comment box and I'm sure we'll get back to you. Okay, so let's proceed. So what we have here is a 5 power x is equal to x. Okay, so of course the most natural thing to do here will be to take the natural log of both sides so that we can actually be able to bring down this x right here. Okay, so we say natural log of 5 power x is equal to the natural log of x. Okay, so this is x. And then the next thing we want to do is actually to bring down this x. Of course, one of the properties of a natural log, if you have natural log of a base b, you can actually bring down this b, and then you have b multiplied by the natural log of a. So if I apply that here, this equation now changes to x multiplied by the natural log of 5 is equal to the natural log of x. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is to actually group the values that I have right there. So I'm going to bring this variable right here so that this constant over here will be alone. So I'm going to divide through by x. Okay, so I have here natural log of 5, because this is actually going to cancel this, is now equal to the natural log of x divided by x. Okay, so for convenience sake, I'm actually going to be writing this as natural log of x divided by x is equal to the natural log of 5. Okay, so I prefer it this way. And so in order for us to actually get the value of x, we are actually going to be applying the Lambert W function. Of course, I've been talking about this function in most of my videos. I've actually applied it to solve so many maths problem, so you can actually go ahead and read more about it. Okay, so and of course you know that whenever we want to apply the Lambert W function to simplify any equation, we always want our equation to be in the form a exponential a. Okay, so that when we apply this Lambert W function to this function we have here, it is actually going to collapse to a. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the video is actually to see how I can simplify this left hand side to be in the form of a exponential a, so that when I apply the Lambert W function, I can be able to reduce the values that I have here to just this variable a. And of course, we can also find it easier to continue from here. So the next thing I want to do is actually to rewrite this x. And of course, you know that I can write x as exponential natural log of x, so that of course exponential of natural log is 1, and then of course 1 times x will give you x. So I am going to use this to replace this x that I have here. So if I do that, what I now have is natural log of x divided by exponential natural log of x, and of course it's equal to natural log of 5. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is actually to write this stuff right here. Of course, I can bring this one up to the numerator, so I can write this as natural log of x and then multiply by exponential inverse of this natural log of x. Okay, and of course it's still equal to the natural log of 5. Okay, so we are getting to that place, so you can see we are having some similarities. So you notice that the only difference with what is at the exponent here with what is here is this negative. So in order for me to achieve what I want to do, that is making the exponent to be the same with what is multiplying the exponential, I can just go ahead to multiply through or to divide through by a -1. So it's either you divide through or you multiply through by -1. So if I do that, I'm going to be having this to be a negative natural log of x multiplied by exponential negative natural log of x is equal to, I'm also going to do that here, so I have a negative natural log of 5. Okay, so of course you can see that we've achieved that. So in this case, this is our a, and of course this is also our a, so it is now in the form of a exponential a. And that being the case, I'm actually going to go ahead to apply the Lambert W function of natural log of x exponential minus natural log of x is equal to Lambert W function of minus natural log of 5. Okay, so that's what we have, and then of course we can proceed from there. Okay, so of course this whole left hand side now collapses to minus natural log of x is equal to the Lambert W function of minus natural log of 5. Okay, so that is what I have right here, and then of course I can also utilize one of the property of log right here. Of course, you know that a is a natural log of b. We can also write this, we can decide to bring this one to power b, so I can also write this as natural log of b power a. Okay, so that in this case this negative here is actually -1, so I'm actually going to bring it to power x right here, so that what I have is natural log of x power -1 is equal to Lambert W function of negative natural log of 5. Okay, so next time I'm actually going to be taking the exponent of both sides so that I can be able to remove this natural log right here. So we have exponential natural log of x power -1 is equal to exponential Lambert W function of negative natural log of 5. Okay, so these cancel this, and then I'm left with x power -1 is equal to exponential Lambert W function of negative natural log of 5. So moving on, I can also write this as 1 over x is equal to exponential Lambert W function of negative natural log of 5. Okay, of course you can, this is also over 1. I have not changed anything so that I can do cross multiplication. This 1 times this one right here, this is 1, and then is equal to x times exponential Lambert W function of, let me write this one here, of negative natural log of 5. Okay, so that if I now divide through by exponential Lambert W function of negative natural log of 5, okay, I can also divide here exponential negative natural log of 5. So eventually this cancels this, and then we've gotten our x to be equal to 1 over exponential Lambert W function of negative natural log of 5. Okay, so this is actually the value of x, but of course x, if you compute this right here, this is x is not it is not a real number, so you're actually going to be seeing that our x in this case is actually a complex number. So what we just need to do is to head on to wolframalpha.com to actually compute the value of x right there, so that we can actually get a decimal approximation to this value right here. So once you come over to wolframalpha.com, so you can see where I've typed the function right here. So this is 1 divided by exponential Lambert W function of negative natural log of 5. So once you're done typing that, you can just go ahead to click on this equality sign right here, and of course it also shows you the equation you've typed, so you can actually cross check that this is exactly what you want to type. And if that is cool, you can now go down. Okay, so you can see this decimal representation right here, and of course you can see all of the values that it generates, but this one is too complex. So what it does is to actually approximate and give you an alternate complex form, which is this stuff we are seeing right here. So the value of x here, it's negative 0.01075 minus 0.98279. Coming back here, our x is now equal to negative 0.01075 minus 0.98279 I. Okay, so this is the value of x right there. So it's a complex number, and this is a real part, and this is also the imaginary part. So this is how you can actually solve similar problems, and I hope you've understood what we solve. And then if this video is helpful to you in any way, don't forget to appreciate what we are doing right here, and by subscribing to our channel, turn on the notification icon so that if we release new content, you will actually get to know about it. And of course, if there's any question you have, you can also drop in the comment box, and I will surely get back. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Bye.